This kind of murder is very rare. So for a child, an adult child, to kill a parent happens in less than 2% of the cases of homicide in the U.S. And it generally comes down to three reasons for a child to kill a parent. One, there's a severe mental illness. Two, there's a lot of abuse, or there's a history of antisocial personality disorder. And that's basically a sociopath, somebody who feels entitled, has a parasitic relationship to a parent or parents, is very fragile, doesn't have very deep connections to people around him, especially in the family, and feels threatened in some way. And so if that scenario did happen where he was being threatened that his father was no longer going to pay his rent, and that created this intense rage, that could have triggered this kind of incident. What's interesting to me, though, is if the mother thinks that her son did it, then she could be revealing a very problematic history that she knows her son had. Why is her son not working? Why are the parents still taking care of somebody who's 30 years old who doesn't have a job? You know, what is the history? Did he have problems with the law? Did he have a history of violence that somehow the family downplayed? A lot of families in this situation, there's a lot of denial that a child can be dangerous or a child can be homicidal, especially to a parent. And so maybe what this scenario, if it in fact did play out this way, where the son killed the father, maybe this will alert families that, you know, children can be violent towards parents and vice versa, and to try to take and make those interventions as early as possible.
I think it's important to bring in Robi, Ludwig, who is a psychotherapist here. Everyone is very tense, especially the police department here in New York.
Absolutely. You know, listen, I think it's good that we see that the police officers really are trying to do their jobs, and that there's a lot of different sides to this story that we need to consider. And I think when there are a lot of different right perspectives, it's hard to make sense out of that and how to proceed.
Yeah.
But I think it's good that we see police officers are working hard, and it's important that we don't stereotype too when we're making quick decisions.
Yeah. Families have come to the realization that their loved ones are gone,
Yes.
but they want the remains back, and it's not good news.
Right. Well, it's very hard to come to terms with the death of a loved one when you can't see the body. It just plays with the denial factor. And so seeing the body really helps them understand that their loved one is not coming back, and then they can move forward in life understanding that, closing the chapter.
Thank you, Robi. Appreciate that.